Hey, good afternoon. It's Saturday, end of the week here in the States. This probably means it's Friday out by our main dojo, One Tao Dojo in Australia. And I know I said I'd get this done by end of the week, so technically I am, but I realize, of course, that it is probably actually Sunday. And we could argue that's not the beginning of the week, but that's a whole other story. I'm here to discuss Module 1, or the state and origins around the state as it relates to One Tao. And we could definitely talk about the origins of Kung Fu, right? Because that's what this is born from. And I know that, I think Ume was the person's name. This was created for women, one person in particular, to help them defend themselves, and so many other elements, right? Because the person that created it is a martial arts practitioner herself. But I've been studying martial arts for a while, and one system that I absolutely loved is in a different state. Could I have followed through on it? Yeah, but life took me away from it. Anyway, circling back, I'm getting back into the martial arts world. I stumbled across Sifu John Kogan and One Tao, and I'm so glad I did, because the foundation of the art itself is what I've been looking for with respect to martial arts. Does this mean I'm not going to pursue other forms? No, this is a journey, right? And we all make our choices in that regard. But what I love about One Tao and its origins is that they brought back the spiritual side of the martial art, which I believed in this particular case in Kung Fu was removed from Ip Man himself. So pretty interesting, right? That somebody so famous who taught Bruce Lee, the famous name behind it, but that person would remove or choose to remove the spiritual element of it. I'm going to have to study to find out why he chose to do that, but I'm glad that One Tao brought it back. Our Sifu's mission, journey rather, found him moving from his homeland over to Hong Kong and Greece and followed the spiritual path of martial arts to help understand foundation. And foundation is critical. Anybody in martial arts, or anybody, any art form, or boxing even, or not that boxing's any less. I wish I did some boxing, that would have been great. That foundation is critical. Everybody knows foundation is critical, right? You build a house, if the foundation's not right, you're going to have problems, right? It's the same with martial arts. But what's beautiful about this is a nice mixture, a blend of Chu Song Tin, who is a first disciple, if you will, from Ip Man, and our Sifu had the benefits of working with him for a decent amount of time. So the degree of separation for me is just historically just a beautiful and wonderful thing. But he probably represents about 55% of this art form, whereas Qigong or Tai Chi probably represents about closer to 5%, with the Researchers of Truth representing about a 40% component with respect to the spiritual aspect of our art form. So what is that? And how does it translate into martial arts? Well, it's a spiritual intention, right? Our highest level of spiritual intention. Studies around Dr. David Hawkins and the levels of consciousness will help you understand that. Centering, sensing, syncing, and seeing, all of those elements, right, with respect to, if you understand meditation, are things you can focus on to help remove emotional tensions, etheric body elements, right, your energy body, as we're familiar with and more comfortable here in the States with. All of those things, every thought and emotion has an impact, right? If you can study kinesiology or know anything about kinesiology, if you're thinking a negative thought, you're not in a strong space. So why wouldn't heightening our awareness and our levels of consciousness to a better space be a good thing for martial arts when it increases your strength? The energy body, the thoughts and emotions around that, feeling and moving, idea energy, all of those components play a critical role in having a strong foundation or kinetic energy or etheric body energy, right? That space that exists around us. Think of it in the form of our bodies in our physical form, which ironically represents about 1% of what we're about, when so much more, our energy body represents so much more. So how do you bring this around the barn? Understanding, delving into deeper levels of your own consciousness, letting go of whatever lower levels of consciousness, states of being, those energies that are created from bad feelings or emotions, right? That anxiety, all of those things, they cause a negative vibration in our body. So the best thing you could do is learn how to let go of those things, master those things, so that you're not thinking about them, right? You're not thinking of those things. You're creating a better energy in a higher place. So ultimately, it's about choosing your highest level of consciousness, whether it's peace, love, and kung fu, peace, love, and happiness, and joy. Whatever elements those are that are important to you, these are a higher level of consciousness that you can actually move towards more freely the more you practice, just like anything else. So happy to be a part of this journey with the One Tao's, and Sifu John Kogan's, and the rest of the folks on board, moving forward to letting go, rising, a level of consciousness, and ultimately creating an incredible foundation for our artwork in the form of martial arts, and in life in general as well. So if I were to wrap it up into one thing, I would say it's to master ourselves, and not necessarily creating energy, but being energy and flowing with that energy, which we have to master personally, starting physically, moving into the kinetic energy self, and then the etheric body, and beyond that, right? Because everything has energy, everything has vibrational frequencies, and to be one with that and in that state, well, obviously, if this doesn't translate now, then sign up and jump on board with us to take the journey yourself and find that space, that being. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day.